Almost forgot, Indian shovelnose is missing a good portion of the upper lobe of the caudal fin. But he's a jerk himself, he keeps challenging other fish, trying to be assertive and claim some parts of the tank. I don't know who did it. It doesn't look fresh, it looks like it started to heal already. But that's a very good chunk missing out of the upper lobe, as you can see. It's probably either the jaw or the paroons. Paroons would do it out of hunger, and jaw of course would do it to put the Indian shovelnose, shove it back into its place. Or it thinks that he's the boss of the tank and not Zazula or Jow. An update on some selected fish. Our largest remaining suncat fish has been behaving oddly for the last couple of months, maybe 3 months. It's got this strange crescent curvature in its spine, and is usually trying to swim down with its head down. So its buoyancy doesn't seem to allow it to remain straight. But it's still feeding and taking care of itself, so I don't know, but it's a very old suncat fish. I'm guessing anywhere 15 to 20 years old. So he's been concerning me, but hanging in there. See how his tail tends to go up. So he, oftentimes I see him trying to wedge himself between a fish and like a irwini and a wall. See the curvature, very unnatural. It developed gradually, and there is this hump also up front. It keeps going up, as you can see, drifting up. Okay. The firewoods keep astonishing me. I mean, they look huge already. They look close to 2.5 feet, if not already 2.5 feet. I don't know how well you can see them, they're a little farther out. Sharky, the black shark, is losing its battles in this tank. I'm pretty sure because of the lack of the agility. It's too big to be fighting other fish and harassing them. So it's losing out to the Leporinas and Planet Catfish, Eupterus. But it's still tolerable, so I'm gonna leave it in here for now. But I'm looking for a better place for it. Roosevelt's pike is doing very well. See how he's begging. Very excited to see me every time because Roosevelt hand-fed it. You see how the stomach is becoming to round up. Loves his fish pieces. Goes straight for them now. The eel is still struggling. Tarpon is good. The Ossia, the new 3.5-year-old, a little over 1 foot arowana, has started eating also very well, as I said before. Loves pellets and also taking fish pieces now. So I expect it to look very, very different in some months. Yeah, everybody think they're gonna be fed. No, not today, guys. Not you. Not today. Who am I trying to figure out who's the boss? But this is the boss. Alright, the little pacu is hanging on. I don't see any damage on it. I haven't turned the light off for 2 nights though. So now I'll give him 1 more night tonight, and then I'm gonna start turning the light off, leaving a night light on. So far the pacu is doing very well on this Jumbo 4500. It might take actually, as opposed to the last many tries, but those were a little bit smaller, like 1.5 feet, which when it comes to pacu is a lot because they're tall fish. So 1.5 feet versus 2 feet is a big difference. No big news here. As I said, the divider is removed, so the auto, the smaller Malaga auto, is rooming with the big cutler. No changes here. Okay. Everything seems to be all right here. I mean, status quo. The tarpon have been eating a lot and growing a lot. It's amazing to see how they had a growth spurt. When I put them here, they were maybe, I don't remember, 6 inches, maybe 8 inches. Right now they look like about 10. So they added about 2 inches in 1 month. The flagtail is doing well. Mr. Black is planning to exterminate everybody in his tank sooner or later, but has not started yet. The clown takes the upstairs now. Alright, Mr. Bala is doing also well. Mrs. Bala. She is largely recovered. Just still working on some scaling here and there and healing the fin damage. Its eyes cleared. They were a little cloudy before. I was very glad to see that, and recently I caught it feeding, at least feeding something from the, taking something from the water column. So despite my fears and fair warnings from the peers that this tank may be not good for it, I've been feeding this tank heavy though. I mean, instead of, sometimes I would give them a day off. I have not given them a day off. I feed it religiously and plentifully. But anyway, they left the bala alone for now, and that's the good thing. Alright, we discussed this tank yesterday. The minnow tank is fine. The 2 hoplos are thriving in here. The smaller one and the bigger one. They're actually pretty interesting fish. Busybodies, always on the go, looking in every nook and cranny. It's fun to observe them. And the 2 goldfish are doing very well either. The black goldfish, the oxymoron. No rips in the tail, no rips in the fins, so I really like it. But nobody's bothering them. The shy goldies in here. Okay, here's our little update on some selected fish.